stop us.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the Aquarius June Horoscope. Okay, so lots happening and it's a bit mixed in that it's a busy month, but it's also a slow month in some respects because we have lots of planets going retrograde at the moment this month. The themes for the month basically revolve around your health and your well-being. There could be a healing going on there, or perhaps you have some insight and awareness as to how you can improve your health or well-being. And also to do with your normal everyday habits and your work, there might be some insights or awareness about how you can improve those as well. You could be living somehow closer to the world of the inner child and dealing with your own inner child as well. Okay, so firstly what I'm going to do is we're going to draw two tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at some of these retrogrades and Mercury retrograde and also the solar eclipse on June 10. I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, so stick around for that. All right, let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say first up. And helps if I turn them all around the right way, doesn't it? Okay, so going to draw two cards here, and you can think of them as the first half of the month and the second half if you wish. Okay, so this is the first card. And I see an airplane in the sky flying, so this is about your ideas flying high, something taking off, okay, something gathering speed. You might have some new brilliant ideas about a project or something like that, but this is where you have to be a little bit cautious here because the Four of Swords indicates that you do need some rest as well, so don't work yourself too hard. You might be inclined this month with everything going on to want to burn the candle at both ends. Not a good idea. You could be really busy socializing and things like that, but yeah, take plenty of time out, otherwise exhaustion could come upon you. All right, so let's have a look at the second half of the month. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Lots of steps, lots of books. Okay, so there's some sort of learning going on. Maybe thoughts of your old school days come up because I see Chiron here in your third house. Something from the past is being healed. And so, yeah, something where learning was involved, or maybe you're learning about yourself too. Let's have a look and see what card. Okay, so the Ten of Wands. This is the end of a cycle for you where you have worked very hard. See, that keeps coming up, doesn't it? Be careful that you don't overwork yourself. It's time to drop the burden. There's a lot of green here suggesting growth and opportunity. And, you know, you really have got stuff done, but it's been a bit of a burden and, you know, a bit oppressive. So you'll probably become more aware of that and want to change, especially with all this activity here in your sixth house of health and everyday work. Okay, so do bear those two cards in mind. Now we'll have a look at these retrogrades as well, and the solar eclipse, which is on June 10 in Gemini in your sixth house of everyday work, habits and health. You may plant some seeds for future growth in these areas, but perhaps you're thinking about how to improve your work or general well-being. It's a great time to start a new health regimen. Perhaps look at your diet, exercise, and see what you can do to become healthier. The effects of the solar eclipse take place for up to 6 months, so do bear this in mind, but there is a big opportunity this month for healing and harmony in your everyday life. Okay, so I'll talk more about this when we look at your horoscope in depth. Mercury is retrograde from the 29th of May through to the 21st of June in Gemini in your 5th house, so do be extra careful how you interpret romantic situations. You may find some misunderstandings or miscommunications come up in your romantic life, so be a bit cautious. Your creativity may also be affected, so, perhaps you think up some creative ideas that you love but other people don't understand. I find that happens to me. Do watch for misunderstandings generally. Back up all your devices. Act slowly and double check all important decisions and documentations. Travel arrangements could go askew. Maybe it's a good idea just to think about changes for a while. Jupiter goes retrograde 20th of June to the 18th of October, starting in Pisces, ending up in Aquarius in your second house of finances and possessions. And also Neptune is retrograde around the same time, 25th of June to the 1st of December, here in your house of finances. So there could be some sort of issues here, or perhaps your money-making ability slows down. Like if you're working, maybe something could happen there. And it could even mean, because this house also covers the things that you value, maybe the things that you used to value don't mean as much to you now. Your thinking could be cloudy or confused, and so it's best, if you can't think logically about money, it's best that you don't, overspend. You only buy what you need. Saturn is retrograde from the 23rd of May to the 10th of October in Aquarius in your sign. And so you may take life a little bit more seriously or seek more structure in your life. Maybe you join some groups or something that have a lot of structure. You may be feeling a little bit more somber, but the good thing is that you have more self-discipline than usual, so you can get stuff done. This is only temporary, and you may wish to tone down your appearance somewhat or look more respectable or mature for some reason. Perhaps work. If you're going for another job, you might want to change your appearance. You're likely to feel more responsible and reliable than usual. Okay, so that's the retros. Now let's have a look at your actual horoscope, bearing these two cards in mind. Rightio. Okay, so from the 1st of June to the 26th of June, Venus is in your 6th house here, and you're likely to have a very cooperative and receptive attitude which promotes harmonious relationships. You could be a peacemaker or even a matchmaker at work. You may, however, not feel like working very intensively. A pleasant break from routine, even a short vacation, would be appropriate now. Maybe you're just too tired to work intensively, okay? Bearing this card in mind. From the 2nd of June to the 7th of June, Mercury trines Neptune, so mental clarity and logic are probably hiding from you at the moment. Your mind could be cloudy and it's difficult to think clearly, but that's okay because it's a great time for enhancing your spiritual life with meditation, and maybe spend some time examining your dreams. Miscommunications and the inability to formulate ideas coherently are quite likely. It's a good idea to avoid making binding contracts if you can. 3rd of June to the 7th of June, Mars opposition Neptune. Your personal ambitions and your drive to assert yourself could meet with a few challenges now. Maybe other people or external forces that you have no control over subtly undermine your efforts. You may need to stand up for yourself, perhaps in a David and Goliath type situation. But if you have been selfish in any way, karma is likely to come knocking. 10th of June sees a solar eclipse in your 6th house here. So you may need to put your feelings on hold a little bit while you attend to practical demands and necessities, especially at work. Taking care of immediate responsibilities and situations at work requires your attention now. There could be some concern or issue about health, diet, and nutrition, or putting your life in order. So you're likely to attempt some sort of self-improvement program at the moment and plant some seeds for the future concerning your everyday habits, work and health. Start a new health regime, for example. 9th of June to the 29th of July, Mars in your 7th house here gives you a lot of energy regarding romance. Maybe you want to, because it's 7th house, it's significant partnerships or very significant relationships. So you might want a pre-existing relationship to go to a more committed level. But it can also indicate that, you know, there's a problem with irritability and some sort of dispute. You might have to compromise on something for the sake of harmony. Any tensions which have been simmering in your marriage or other close associations could boil over now. Do watch for irritability and confrontation. Positively, you're probably more likely to initiate contact with someone you wish to make a connection with, and you may begin a relationship at this time which could be very worthwhile, and you could be the pursuer or the more active partner in that. 19th of June to the 22nd of July, Sun in your 6th house here. Taking pride in doing your very best work is indicated now. It's a great time to examine how you use your time and energy, and you may have an eye for improving your efficiency and productivity. Health matters are also a possible issue. You may be inspired to begin a self-improvement program. See, there it is again, this theme about creating better health habits. 24th of June is the full moon in your 12th house here. So you could be feeling a little bit sensitive or moody. You need plenty of privacy and solitude. This card here. And it's a great time for peaceful meditation, contemplation and spiritual renewal. Your subconscious is going through a transformation now. And 26th of June to the 21st of July, Venus moves into your 7th house, which is very lovely for committed relationships. It's a great time to meet new people, especially potential friends or romantic partners. And you could be feeling especially open-hearted. Other people find you are very receptive to their overtures. You may want companionship and affection at the moment. If you are married, the love and attention you give to your mate will make your relationship much smoother and happier. 28th of June to the 2nd of July, Mars sextiles the Sun. You're likely to have a lot of physical energy and you can accomplish a great deal fairly easily. You're inclined to take the initiative and be more independent, and you'll probably be successful at any projects you take on. Due to your positivity, a leadership role or opportunity to do something you have wanted to do on your own is likely to be offered to you. 13th of June to the 19th of July, Saturn sextiles Chiron. This gives you a greater sense of purpose and direction in your life generally, but particularly in your career. Some of your ideas and beliefs regarding work and authority figures may not fit with your newfound outlook at the moment. That's okay, you'll just change your beliefs. You may have the opportunity to learn or try different procedures at work, and this will benefit your career in the long run. A situation that once seemed impossible to deal with may now be resolved or healed. Relationships with parents and elders are rewarding and offer you important lessons in life at this time. Take the wisdom and guidance you receive from other people and be grateful. 19th of June to the 22nd of July, Saturn trines the Sun, and this is fabulous because you're likely to be very well organized and have a lot of self-discipline. Your concentration and dedication are strong and there are fewer obstacles than usual, so you can get a lot of stuff done. It is time to strengthen your position in life. You can really accomplish a great deal now, and your efforts will help establish a solid foundation for your future. And finally, 11th of June 2021 through to 18th of August, Chiron sextiles Saturn. Sorry, that's my dog barking, if you couldn't tell. Accolades, respect and honour come if you can distinguish yourself in some way. You get attention now as a result of your perseverance and professionalism. It's a great time to try a new discipline or philosophy with regard to your career. You move forward by realizing your limitations and restrictions and acting realistically within that framework. You can chalk up past failures to experience and align yourself with a clearer purpose. Branching out into new profitable areas is accomplished through creative and innovative thinking. Sorry about Jupiter. He's such a barker when people are around. Okay, so that's your horoscope. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, awesome Aquarius. Okay, for the month of June 2021. Okay, I don't know what this is. It's aqua blue in colour and it's going like this. Okay, it's like currents in the water. Okay, so water currents, they're actually quite smooth. And the water actually feels a bit warm, which is a bit strange because here in Australia, June is the beginning of our winter. But yes, okay, they're showing me a picture of a bee sitting on somebody's hand, and I think as busy as a bee. So there could be a lot of changes around your work, and you have to kind of fit in and work out a new pattern at work. But there's a lot of activity and you seem to be working more in some areas because you have to fit into this new pattern. The issue there, though, of course, is you don't want to work too much or you could get tired very easily this month, okay, because that tarot card indicates that. Okay, what else do I see? Oh, cutting. Okay, I see a large pair of scissors that are cutting the ties from the past. So you're going to let go of something. I feel it could be something to do with a place where you used to live a long time ago. Maybe you grew up there. But yes, you're letting go of the past, which, you know, it is a bit of a burden. And that's the other tarot card here, which is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the end of a cycle. And I feel it is to do with your past. Maybe you hear something from school friends as well. Some news comes through. Okay, there's a waterfall here. And it's like in a little canoe on a river and going over a waterfall, which is a bit of an emotional, stressful time. But it also means that you're making great progress and you go over the waterfall and everything's okay. It's like white water rapids, and you know, you got your little canoe and white water rafting. That's quite you know, a popular thing in Australia. I don't know if they do it, you know, if people do it anywhere else. But yeah, rafting, I see that going on. It's exciting, that's for sure. Never a dull moment, and a lot of speed, getting to where you want to go fairly quickly and dealing with your emotions. Okay, so that's it. Awesome Aquarius. I hope you found this helpful. If you could leave a like or share on your socials, that would be fabulous. And if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so look forward to your very exciting month, but don't overwork. Okay, thanks again, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.